To represent the area, I know what it's like. The players, we've got a young squad that need you. We've got a young head coach that needs you. I need you. So it's almost a call to arms to say, the first 10 minutes, let's have that brick wall of noise. This is our home. Let's show everyone what it can be like here. I know as a player, the head coach doesn't, Stephen doesn't, the players don't. They probably haven't experienced it, but let's give them that. Let's get right behind them, because when the chips are down, this area, you stick up for people. You have the back, and the fans want someone to represent them. So if you get right behind the players for the first 10 minutes of each half, the first 10 minutes of the first half, and even if it's going wrong, and even if they do a sucker punch and score a goal, doesn't matter. Just get behind the team, have that brick wall of noise, and show them what it can be like here. Sing your heart out, and then it's up to the players to understand what it takes to keep the fans on your side, but give them that confidence, get behind them, and that's my message to the fans. We've already had meetings, this week with players and staff, and we're all as one. We need to come together as one and know that we're all in this together. We've got 12 games to go between now and the end of the season, and the season starts now. Let's not point the finger of blame on anything. That's not me. This is an opportunity to grow and reset and understand where we're at. And I firmly believe if we do that, we're in a really good place come the summertime. But the season starts now, 12 games. It's been great to be back, but it's thrown straight into what's the task ahead. What can we do? What can we learn? How can we grow together? How can we bring people together? Bring all the departments together and understand we're all in this as one. There's no pointing the finger of blame. There's no sulking. There's none of that. But understand that everyone plays their individual parts, not just the players or the coaching staff. It's the recruitment side, it's the security, it's the groundsman, it's the ticket office, it's everyone. We're all in this together. We all want success. The way we get that is working together with it. I can go into the analyst department and know what's good, what looks right. I can go into the medical department, what looks right. I know as a player, I know as a coach, I know as a player developer through the academy how to link players through. I don't know more than everyone in those departments, because we've got some really good departments here, and you shouldn't know more. You should have people that know more around you to grow, but grow together. So that's what I've been doing, and this is what has opened up here. I think I'm very well placed to understand what it takes to grow here, and I'm helping the club in where I best see fit.
How would you sum up the immediate period ahead?
It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to show what we're about. When the chips are down, we see what we're about. So I think we've got a good 12 games, but it starts on Saturday. We need to show our support for the young head coach. We need to show our support for the young team, and they'll give it back. I'll help with that. I'll help show the DNA of the club and what it takes to be a player here. But it's about good people. It's about having that representation of the area and understanding that when you're out on that pitch, when you're representing the club in any other way, they expect it a certain way, and they don't ask for much. They just ask for resilience, determination, discipline with it, but just never give up. No matter what, you never give up.
You touched on the meetings that you've had with various people just then. What has been discussed in those meetings that you've had?
Knowing that we all need to be on the same page. First of all, staff in the building, how important you are as a member of staff. 3 points always helps, and when it's not 3 points, or there's a bad result, it's easy to be down or be negative around the place. But understanding that we're all in this together. Your job is so important. I touched upon people that first greet you when you walk into the building. It's so important. They're great at it, and the groundsman and the kitman and the medical side, and everyone has their role to play. It's only the players that can go out there and get those 3 points, and a coach to pick his team. But everyone's role is so important, and then knowing that they're valued in that as well, and helping the players to understand that, and then to the players all being on the same page. So every single one of them have got to be thinking the same thing, and knowing what the head coach wants, and going to how he plays, regardless of what's gone on or where we're at. That's the message to everyone, and then coming across to the stadium. and seeing the different departments here. I know the good work that goes on here behind the scenes. I know the community work that goes on, the commercial side of it, and how they're growing things, and they're growing things in a phenomenal way. We just need to populate it on the pitch to get the rewards from what they're building off it, because it's a well-oiled machine here. It's a manager's, head coaches, sporting directors. It's a dream to come in here, to understand what's in place, because there's so many good people in here. It's just bringing them together.
How will you go about supporting Steven Schumacher, his coaching staff and the players?
First of all, Steven, knowing that he's not on his own, he's come into a club and he's had a very successful coaching career so far. You would say this is his first downturn, his first dip, but knowing that, that's what happens. Knowing that when you come into a dressing room full of different nationalities, how are you going to teach them, how are you going to learn? And he's on a learning curve, but he's going to come out of it with a better side. But it can be a very, very lonely place for a manager when results don't go your way. So knowing that I've got his back, I'm with him, knowing he has my full support in every way and helping him in any way I can.
Do you believe that there is enough quality in this squad to retain its status in the Championship?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. There's no question of the lack of quality. It's just working together as a unit and working together as a team, regardless if you're in the 11, on the bench, out of the squad. You're just as important as the players on the pitch. It's just understanding that as a player. When you get that, you get success.
You've experienced plenty of highs and lows as a player yourself. What has your message been to the players and the staff?
In terms of highs and lows, don't get carried away with the win, don't get too down with defeat, stay steady, that's football. That's what saw me through my career. Plenty of downturns in a footballer's career, whether you're a young player, whether you're an experienced player. It's how you react. Don't be too down when things are going wrong against you, and it is at the moment, and it has been. But don't get in the depths about it. You're okay, you're in a good place. You've got a whole network of support around you, and we're all in this together. If you make a mistake, I've got your back. If someone picks on you, I've got your back. But this is our sanctuary, this is our home. Stick together. Outside the bubble, they can do what they want, they can say what they want, but this is our home. As fans, I know that all they want to see from a player is a representation of them. It would be great if you, as I said, do 10-step overs, kill one in the top corner or whatever, but they just want someone to run through a brick wall for them and know they have the desire because they show the support, and that's all they want from the area. They pay a lot of money to come and watch, and it's the life, it's the weekend, this is our family. As a player, this is my family, not just the team, not just the staff, the stadium, the fans. So you want that feeling. So I know what it takes to represent this club. I know what it takes to understand as a fan what you want to see from a player. Part of my role is to help players understand that as well, and help them settle and help them grow with the team, grow with the fans. And as I said, once we get to that point, we're in a really good place as a club. We've got phenomenal owners that back the club and have backed the club for a number of years. It's just getting it right and getting good people in positions. Season starts now, it's 12 games. 12 games starts today and at the weekend, and that's what we need.